Ten team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes onto the field first today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Looking downfield, it's Tate. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. He's still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls in.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. All visibility on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's talk for a second about Illinois. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Soft spot in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
57 yards out underneath, powers it through the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Tate. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but fourth and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Finds his man. It's Verrier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Tate. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Setting up the screen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick completion on the out. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Grab near the sticks. It's Tracy. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He makes the grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The throw to the outside is complete. That one could really... Let's drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hand. It's Tracy. There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the...
Oh, out of space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Gives it on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Snap to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Tate. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Sexton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Unleashes one deep. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Down, Illinois.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Tate. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is square.
Makes the grab past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Wolverines are on the move. To the air, it's Tate. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Dropping back, it's Tate. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. A busy day in the Mountain West and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got his man quickly. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Illinois lining up quickly.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but
fires toward the end zone. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They want that clock to run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on second and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
Number 82.
They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Fires to the big fella. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.